Hi everyone, Sarah here. Welcome to another video tutorial here at Mrs. Lincoln's Inkin. Today we are going to be making a fun gift card holder. If you are a follower of my blog, then you know that right after the holidays, January is chock full of birthdays for my family. So gift cards are always easy go-to, but I hate just putting them in a normal gift card holder that you get from the store because then they just kind of feel impersonal, and I want the recipient to know that I did take some time, even though it's just a gift card, that I did take some thought and time into their present. So that's what we're making today. So let's go ahead and get started. The pieces that you're going to need today is a base piece, and I'm using the Lost Lagoon today, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. Then you're going to need an inside piece, and I would recommend using the same color as your base. You could use Whisper White or a different color if you'd like. This is cut at 6 1/2 by 3 3/4. And then you're going to need 2 pieces of DSP. The larger one is cut at 3 by 4, and then the smaller one is cut at 1 3/4 by 4. So we need to do some scoring. So let's get our paper trimmer out here. Okay, so with the 5 1/4 inch side at the top, we want to score at 1/2 inch on both sides. And I like to use this side of my paper trimmer when I'm just using, you got 1/2, 3/4, and then 1. So I like to use this side. It's just a little bit easier for me. And then we're gonna flip it over and go right here at the 1/2 mark again. All right, now with the 11 side at the top, we're gonna score at 2, 2 1/2. Gotta open my thing up here. 7 1/4. And then 7 3/4. All right, so now that one's done. Now for our inside piece here, the one that is cut at 6 1/2 by 3 3/4, with the 6 1/2 inch side at the top, we're going to score at 2 and 2 1/2. All right, see how awesome that is? Okay, so now we're gonna get the paper trimmer out of the way. So now on our base card here, the top of our box is going to be where the smaller section is. I hope you can see that on the camera. There's a smaller section with some score lines, and then there's a larger section here. The smaller section is where the top of our box is going to be. So we need to take our paper snips, and there's a little square and then a rectangle, and we need to cut those completely out. Just like that. Okay, and then on the larger side, there's a little square right here and a little square right here. We need to cut those little guys out as well. We don't need those. Ooh. Sometimes these little squares are hard to get in there to get them cut. There you go, there's that one. And then there's this little guy right here. All right, perfect. So this is what it should look like now. Can you see that? Okay, perfect. So now we just have to reinforce all of our score lines. Again, when we're making any boxes or bags or anything like that, it's always really important to reinforce all the score lines because it just helps them fold and come together that much better. So trust me, it's a step that you don't want to a step that you don't want to miss. Perfect. So now, can you see our box? Look at that. How cute. See? And then this just folds over. It's a pretty simple box. It's really cute. Okay, so we need to put some sticky strip on this side right here and this side right here. And I would strongly suggest using sticky strip or your fast fuse or some sort of heavy duty adhesive, because snail, when you use boxes or bags, or especially cards that are getting opened and closed or anything like that, you know, you don't want them to come apart. So we don't want to do that. But before we go ahead and put this together, we need to decorate our box with our DSP. So this is going to be the flap of our box that folds up. So we want to make sure we put our DSP on the right way. So I'm just going to stick this piece right here. Making sure it goes the right way. I thought that this DSP was really fun for the, you know, it's like a masculine gift card holder. All right, and then this little piece right here would go right here on our top flap. And I just love the color of this Lost Lagoon paper. It's one of my favorites. Okay. So see, when it all comes together, look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. Love it. Okay. So now we can go ahead and put our box together. Oh, excuse me. So we'll peel off the backing to our red sticky strip here. And then we're just going to fold these up on the outside of our box. Just like that. So cute. Look at that. Oh, I just love it. Okay, so now let's work on the inside of our box. So again, or the gift card part. This is what our gift card's going to be held in. So we want to reinforce our 2 score lines that we made here. Now, when we fold it up like this, then we sorry, I'm reading my directions here because something doesn't seem right to me here. Okay. Just doesn't seem right. So on our 6.5 and our 3 3/4 inch piece here, we were supposed to score at 2 and 6. Well, goodness. Okay, so, whew. All right, let's get another piece. See, when it's homemade, it's just lots of stuff goes wrong sometimes. And I'm not an editor of my videos, so you gotta just deal with me for a second. Okay, so our inside piece is 3 3/4 by 6.5. Okay, so here's our piece, and then on this piece we need to score at 2 and 6. So 2 and 6. That seems better. Okay, see? Sorry about that, guys, but I got it now. Okay, so we need to reinforce our score lines here. Okay, now this is what it should look like. You fold the larger piece up and you fold the smaller score line back. So that's what it should look like, just like that, okay? So now we need to put sticky strip on just these two sides of our larger section right here, because this is what our gift card's going to sit in. And we don't want to put it here because we want to make sure that our gift card fits in there. And if we put it there, then it would close. We don't want that. And then we're going to put a piece of sticky strip right here. See, now we're back on track. Sometimes my handwriting is like chicken scratch and I can't read it myself, so but no excuses. I was just unprepared, I guess, at the moment. Okay, so now we're going to peel these backing pieces off right here. Get the sticky off my fingers. All right, and then fold this up. So now our gift card is gonna fit right in there. How stinking adorable, oh my goodness. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece of sticky strip off, bring our box back here. Now you have the two score lines here. You have one at the bottom and you have one at the top. You want to put this edge right along that top score line. Trying to get it center somewhat. Rub that down and then you tuck this in. So then when they open it, ta-da! How adorable is that? Oh, I love it. Okay, so then to tie my box up, I use ribbon. So I'm just going to get a long piece of ribbon here. And because the Lost Lagoon ribbon is shorter, or, you know, it's not very wide, I wrap mine twice because this is how my box is going to be held together. So I wrap it around twice to give it some stability, and then I'll just tie a bow. Or try to, because you all know me and bows. We're not the best of friends. But I digress. So just like this. Adorable. And then you would just get it the way that you want it here. However big you want your loops or not want your loops. Then you would just snip off the excess. Cute. I got my bow kind of loose, but that's okay. I'll fix it later. Like I said, we'd be here all day if I tried to make a perfect bow. Okay, so then for my little image or my little, you know, greeting, I'm using the Traveler stamp set and I'm using that camera right there. So let me get that out, a piece of Whisper White and my soft suede ink. And I'm just going to ink my image up here. So cute. And then I'm going to take my little tag punch here and I'm just going to punch this out. And I'm going to bring my box back here. Now I have some old retired clothespins here that I'm using. And I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to clip it right to the ribbon right here, just like that. And then there is our little gift card holder. Pretty simple if you get the cutting and the scoring right in the beginning. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video tutorial, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Until next time, happy inking!